Hey guys, so today I'm filming my Hit It or Quit It thoughts on hauls number 6. I will have my playlist linked down below as well as the original haul video. So the haul video that I'm going to be reviewing products from today is what I got for Christmas 2013. So there were way too many things in that video for me to review all of them in this video. So I'm going to be splitting it up into two parts. This video I'm going to be reviewing the MAC and NYX products that I got. The next video will be my Jordana and random products because there just honestly were just way too many. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the MAC products. So the first product I talked about was my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in the shade Light. Here is what this looks like. I got this to set my entire face, but this is actually too light for me, believe it or not, which is pretty hard to do. And recently I have just hit pan on this product. It's not an actual metal plan, it's a terracotta plate. So I've hit terracotta plate on here, but I'm using this to set my under eyes. It gives nice coverage, and honestly I'm just trying to use it up. This is not my favorite. I don't love the formula of this powder and what it does for my oily skin. I think it's a nice powder, but I don't think it's worth the money for my skin. I'm not going to repurchase it. I am just trying to use it up, so that's why I'm using it to set my under eyes and the highlighted areas of my face, also because it is so light. The next product that I had was my MAC ProLongwear Concealer in NC15. This is the one that I purchased last Christmas, and as you can see, I am almost finished with this, so that is really exciting. In about 11 months, I have finished almost all of it. This is an amazing concealer. It works great for under eyes and blemishes. It works well for dry skin, oily skin, normal skin. So this works for me all year round, an all-in-one type product. So I really love this. Totally worth the money and worth the hype. And I have already purchased a backup. The next item I hauled was one of the Pro shaping powders in the shade Emphasize, and this is basically a shimmery off-white, and I have used a lot of this. It is very beautiful, but it is very light. I would only recommend this highly on fair skin. I know Jaclyn Hill used to be obsessed with this, and it looked beautiful in videos, but I feel like in person it would be a little too much. Maybe not on Jaclyn, but on other people. So I think this is a beautiful highlight. I do quite enjoy it to set the under eyes and the highlighted areas of my face. Once I use up the Mineralize Skin Finish Natural, I'm going to move on to this, but I love that it fits in the blush insert, so I do think that is quite nice. The next thing I talked about was a Pro Pan blush in the shade Cantaloupe, which is a Pro color. It is a neutral peach. I love Cantaloupe. It is a beautiful color, very pigmented, and it has a satin finish, but it shows up a pretty matte on the skin, so I think that this is a great blush to have. Really love it and recommend it. And I had already had this palette, but I had it with no insert, so I purchased a blush insert. I love it. I like using the inserts because everything is perfectly in its place and aligned and perfect, so that's why I like it. So I do love the inserts and the palettes in general. So I did purchase two more blushes. The first one was from the Divine Nights, which was last year's holiday collection. This is a mineralized blush in the shade Lured to Love. I did wear it a lot after I first purchased it. This color is pretty similar to the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso, except this has more of a sheen and Luminoso has a little bit more of a shimmer to it, but it is a very similar color, so you definitely don't need both. This is very light, so it would work best for light to light medium skin tones. It is very pretty. It is not a must-have for me, but I am happy that I purchased it. The next blush I got was from a Temperature Rising collection, which was last year's summer, and this is called Ripe for Love. It is a satin blush. It is a burnt peach color, and I love this one. I love the satin finishes from MAC. I think they're very pigmented and look mostly matte on the skin. This color is so beautiful, so this is definitely a win for me and definitely one of my favorite must-have blushes. The last MAC face product that I purchased was the Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Soft and Gentle. Everybody is so obsessed with this highlighter. I like it, but it's not my favorite. I prefer highlighters that are very smooth and metallic. This one has chunky shimmer and glitter in it, which is why I don't love it as much. It is still very pigmented and pretty. It has a beautiful sheen to it, as you can see, but when I apply it with a brush, I tend to really pick up on some of the chunky pieces. And this highlighter is noticeable, but it's not as metallic as I like. But most people, I think, prefer a more natural looking highlighter, so they probably would love this one. I think it's nice. I'm very happy to have it, but it isn't a must-have for me. Now moving on to my MAC lip products. The first one is a lip gloss from the Archie's collection, and this is called Kiss and Don't Tell. If you can see, I have used the lip gloss down to here, which is actually pretty good for me to use a lip gloss that much of it. I love Archie's. I grew up reading those comics and Betty was my favorite, so I had to purchase something. This was my very first MAC lip gloss and I do like it. It is a bit sticky, but it's not uncomfortably sticky. I love the color. It's a beautiful pinky coral, so this was definitely a good buy for me. The last two MAC lip products that I purchased were two of the Sheen Supreme lipsticks. These are some of my holy grail must-have lipsticks. These are the only MAC lipstick formula that I like. I think that they are incredible. These were two limited edition shades. MAC, from the past 2 years, has come out with a Sheen Supreme collection every year. So I really love that. I do purchase quite a few of them. And the first one I have here is Playtime, which is a bright blue tone pink. I love this. These do give medium to full opacity, which I like. And they have a lot of beautiful colors to choose from. They're very comfortable. And the other shade I have is Pleasurefruit, which is a deeper coral color. So love that. I think that these are awesome lipsticks. They are, I think, $1 more expensive than the regular line of lipsticks, but they are incredible formula. I own 6 of these lipsticks and I so love them. If you have any from the permanent range, please let me know which one is your favorite. I only have one permanent. The other 5 are limited edition, but so happy that I got these. They are awesome lipsticks. So lastly from MAC, I got some eyeshadows. First, I purchased another palette and an eyeshadow insert. The eyeshadow inserts come with 15 slots, 3 rows of 5. And I purchased 4 shadows, which would be Satin, Taupe, Cranberry, Haux, and Deep Damson. I am obsessed with all of them. They are so beautiful. I have made a significant dent in Cranberry. I use these so much at the very beginning of the year, like January, February, March. They're must-have winter shadows for me. I think that they are gorgeous and very pigmented, so I definitely love these and recommend them. That was definitely a great purchase of mine. So that was all of the MAC products. Now on to the NYX. I purchased 2 primers. I purchased the Shine Killer and the Pore Filler. I don't have the Shine Killer with me anymore. I have since used it up. I did not notice a difference with the Shine Killer. I didn't notice that it controlled my oil any better, so I don't think that is something that you need to run out and purchase, and it is not a must-have for me, and I will not be repurchasing it. I am still working on the NYX Pore Filler. I am at the very bottom. I should be done with this within a week or 2, which I'm very excited about. This did do a really nice job of filling up my pores. It was similar to the Benefit Professional in texture and color. It did have a skin tone color to it, but once you blended it into your skin, you couldn't see it. I do think that this works really well for a drugstore primer. The next thing I had hauled was a NYX HD Concealer in the shade Porcelain. I have since used that up, and this is the shade Yellow, which is one of their corrector shades. But the NYX HD Concealers are incredible. They are so full coverage. They are a drugstore dupe for the MAC ProLongwear Concealer, and formula-wise, I would say that they are. These have a satin matte finish. They are amazing. The only thing that sucks about these is that they have such a little amount of product. They have 3 grams, and you will honestly go through these so quick. I had the Porcelain shade, which was the lightest, and that was way too light for me even. So I'm glad that NYX offers shades that light. I've recently started buying Fair, which is still light enough to highlight, but not basically white. And at this time, I was using the HD concealer and the Emphasize powder, and it was like ghost white under my eyes. So don't mix those two unless you're extremely alabaster fair. But the formula-wise of these concealers, I think, is incredible. The best drugstore concealer. I absolutely love it. great for under eyes and blemishes. I just wish that they had more product. They are only $5, but they come with very little product. Next, I purchased 2 powders. First was my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation in the shade number 2 Nude. You guys know this is my holy grail powder. I wish more people talked about this because it's amazing. I love this for giving me coverage, setting my face, keeping me matte, but not looking flat or cakey. These work really, really well. I have purchased this several times, so recommend those. And I also purchased the Set It, Don't Fret It loose matte finishing powder, and I had the shade light medium. I love that as well. If you are into a loose setting powder, those from NYX are great. They come in 2 shades. I haven't repurchased it, but I think I definitely will. If I'm interested in using a loose powder, it works awesome at filling in your pores and your lines and just setting your makeup, so I would definitely recommend that. The next thing that I purchased was the NYX Eyebrow Shaper. You guys know that I used to be obsessed with this. This is a wax pencil for your eyebrows to help keep them in place, and the reason that I used it was to make eyeshadow stick to my brow, so I do still love this and recommend it. The other item I purchased was the NYX Wonder Pencil in the shade Light. I have used a ton of this, and I use this for a reverse lip liner to clean up the edges of my lipstick, and it is a holy grail must-have item of mine, so of course I would recommend it to you guys. It comes in 3 shades, and it can work for a variety of things, but that's the reason that I use it. Next, I have the NYX Butter Balm in the shade Parfait. I do not like this at all. The texture is very, very strange for a chapstick. It is not something that I like. I do still have it. I have it right on my vanity. I reach for it sometimes, but not often. I would not recommend them or repurchase them. The reason I purchased it was because Emily Noel 83 raved about it, but it just did not work for me. The last items that I have are 2 NYX Butter Glosses, which are my holy grail lip glosses, but these are 2 new shades to me, and we have Creme Brulee and Vanilla Cream Pie. Creme Brulee is a beautiful light peachy nude. Vanilla Cream Pie is a really pretty neutral pink that isn't too bright, so I like wearing this in the winter time as well. I wore it in a Satin Taupe tutorial, I believe. So both of these are beautiful colors. I love the formula. It has like a medium opacity. It's very creamy. It is a slight bit sticky, so you know it will last a while, but I absolutely love the colors and the formula. Definitely recommend these lip glosses. So guys, that was my hit it or quit it thoughts on hauls. Like I said, this was the first half of this haul video, so next month you will get to see the other half. So if you've tried any of these products, please let me know in a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.